I founded the company a year ago, and having discovered real tea myself, having not liked tea, and was blown away by this world of amazing flavours and aromas and visual kind of differences, I decided that there was a real shortage of really good tea that are just available to buy without going to kind of Fortnum and Mason's of the world. So I spotted a little bit of gap in the market, and also a gap in the market of education. There's a real lack of education. We don't know very much about tea, and it's quite downplayed. We've got low opinions of this kind of bag that you stick in a cup. And so, yeah, I launched Lahloo with the sole purpose to introduce people to the same teas that I discovered and fallen in love with, but also to educate people about the fantastic product that is out there and available. And since then, we have been doing amazingly. The response has been fantastic. We are at the moment trading online and through other outlets. So I supply tea to some retail outlets, for example Liberty in London, but also some local-based delis and food emporiums. We also supply restaurants and cafes and for service, tea service. Again, very high end. We are concentrating on the higher end, and because the teas are so good, I chose some fantastic teas from very small producers where I can know the provenance and pass that information back to people, rather than mass-produced teas that have no real information about the source. We were struggling for a name. We wanted a contemporary sounding name, but not something that was sort of fly-by-night modern tea company that wouldn't be around sort of years down the line. And also we've got such a history in Britain with tea. I really wanted to celebrate both the Oriental history but also the English history that we have with tea. Mum was doing the family tree at the same time, and we were just called Project Tea. Couldn't find a name, and I was just one day saying, how are you getting on with the family tree, Mum? And she's like, you'll never guess what. Your great-great-granddad opened up a tea shop in London. Well, previously to that, he'd sailed on the Lahloo Tea Clipper. Did a bit more research. There's a fantastic painting available that's quite famous by Montague Dawson of the Clipper. It was one of the infamous tea clippers that brought tea back from China in the 19th century. And it was perfect. The name is stylish, it's unusual, it's catchy, but it also celebrates that history. We decided to do local events, really to spread our word, because obviously we don't have premises that people can come and find us. But also it's a great opportunity for people to try things before they buy. Really helps, really helps. And being able to talk to people and introduce them to actually green tea isn't bitter and horrible, it's just that it's not very good quality or it's made wrongly, and it's a really good sort of theatrical arena to just invite people in, talk to them about the teas, and explain to them that actually there is this fantastic product that has an amazing effect on the body as well as the mind. I use Facebook, I've got a blog, we've obviously got a website. I have done a lot of my own PR that helps. I've sort of put together a lovely press pack that has a sample of tea and a little tea, so portable tea maker, so that whoever gets it is straight away exposed to why we're different. And I've sent that out to lots of different people and then chased it up, so that way I've saved. I have sought advice and do work with just one day a month. A local-based freelance PR lady does help me out with contacts really and writing press releases. She knows what we're looking for. Events like this are invaluable, and we also do lots of, we're on other websites, so we've got links back to our website, like Food Lovers Britain, for example, is basically a virtual farmers market. And so you go on there and you look around and you find tea companies, and then it links back to our website. So lots of viral marketing as well has been great. We've obviously not got anything to compare it to, we've only been going a year. Things do take a little bit longer to sort of finalise and close a deal, but as a new company you have to try hard anyway, and you have to market, you have to do all those things that PR, you have to spend money, it's an investment at the end of the day. And if you don't, regardless of whether you're a new company or an old company, then you're just not, it's not going to grow. And so for us it's been hard, it's been a very hard year, but it's been fantastic, and we're growing, and the website is growing, and we're getting more and more contracts. Obviously we want to grow more and take on more people who serve our tea. We're not going to be available on every shelf in every deli or served in every cafe, because our tea is just, it's not available on such a huge scale that we'd be able to do that, and neither do we want to. We want to keep it very special. So it's a clever growth plan. It's growing in the right places and being available in the right places. Developing sales online, so really sort of pushing that. But the long-term plan, certainly the end of this year, beginning of next year, dependent on finding premises to open our tea boutique, which will be a dedicated retail and tea service experience. So actually a premises where people can come in and buy tea, but also enjoy a really good cup of tea. I suppose tea rooms, I don't like it. It suggests sort of the old-fashioned. And also cafe, I don't like, because it lends itself to coffee. So it's going to be very much a boutique, boutique experience that's not necessarily going to be able to be rolled out on huge scales, but we'd like to have a small collection. Sort of, we're kind of thinking 10. Really, but in hand-picked areas in chosen cities. Bristol will be the first. Obviously, we're based in Bristol, and then